Hi guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome.
Okay, guys, I'm happy because we ain't talking about no one cutting up.
No.
It's no problem.
This is one of our favorites. We do this periodically, what we're watching. So we just give you guys all the tips and all the...
And Lisa's going to suck y'all into something new.
Well, Apple's doing it for me. They always do it for me.
Apple is doing some stuff.
They are. Okay, now they're doing the Buccaneers, which if you're a PBS watcher, years ago, there was a rendition of the Buccaneers. It's probably a few. It's an Edith Wharton novel. It's basically, it's kind of Downton Abbey, where the rich American heiresses came to Europe and married these impoverished dukes and lords and whatever. They had big homes, but no money.
Right.
So they used to call it class for cash. And so it's that story basically, but it's these young people and, you know, the matches they make and there's things going on. This one is a little bit different. I don't remember all this going on in the others, but it's really good. It kind of gives you your Bridgerton fix.
And you need it between seasons.
It's the costumes. It's young people. They kind of did the Bridgerton thing.
They have the pageantry
with different kinds of
races, ethnicities. Okay.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's not as sexed up as Bridgerton.
That's okay.
Hate to tell you,
okay.
But it would give you that Bridgerton fix.
Is that your? Do you have another apple? Of mine.
And the other apple
I have another
is
apple too.
Rebecca. From Ted Lasso,
yes.
Hannah Waddington has a Christmas variety show.
It's good, guys.
It kind of takes you back.
Gosh,
they used to do those shows a lot. They haven't done them in a while, but
I like it.
Perfect.
The nostalgia of it, and her voice is
so
amazing.
Gorgeous,
she's
y'all.
Fucking beautiful. Yeah,
she's
she is.
So pretty.
So I have an Apple one.
Oh, do you?
Okay, so on Apple, I am watching Still Up. So kind of to give y'all a little...
Still Up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So they're platonic, okay? It's a guy and a girl. They're friends. And they
What
both...
is that referring to?
They suffer from insomnia. So like if I text you, hey, you still up? Like, you still up?
Okay.
So I know.
I went sexual with that.
You did.
Like, okay,
I saw your wheels turning.
What's up?
No. This isn't Showtime. This is Apple.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're friends.
Oh, cute.
And it's navigating your life when you're really, truly battling long-term insomnia and like what it does.
Wow.
And so
I have battled that.
I have. I had it.
Gosh.
I was on medicine for a couple years.
I just would get up. I got so much shit done. Though.
You did. I did.
I just get up.
I would like by the end of the week, I'd crash. I look like
clean.
Death. Oh yeah.
Get up and do stuff.
You wake up. I baked. I made you brownies.
Because the worst thing is just laying there.
And then you're just hearing the clock tick.
Right. And it's that kind of mental, I got to get up in 3 hours. I got to get up.
That's the worst.
And that's the worst.
So it's like, then what I do usually like around 5 a.m., I just go and make coffee. Cause I'm like, well, shit, it's time to be up.
So do they get up?
So she has a partner. She has a significant other who is really struggling with the fact that like when she's most alive is when he's asleep.
Oh.
And so there's kind of that tidbit and they're friends and they talk all night oftentimes because they're the only ones that are awake. So, you know, there's kind of that spouse type of jealousy, like, well, damn, you spend all your time with Lisa.
Kind of like a work spouse.
Yes. It's giving real work husband, work wife. Yes. So anyway, it's really good. It's funny. Apple's doing it for me.
They are.
Apple is doing it for me.
If I had to just choose one streaming, I think it would be Apple.
It's kind of getting there for me too. You know what's funny? The big dogs, I still love them, right? Netflix, Hulu. But I'm going to tell you, Peacock is doing it for me. And that's Peacock's like $5.99 a month. I think Apple's even cheaper than that. And they have some really good shows. Yeah. But yeah, that's my Apple.
Peacock, speaking of Peacock, they have Wolf Like Me,
girl,
which is
it's so good.
Josh Gad, who was my guy,
he was your last sexiest man alive,
and Isla Fisher, who's married to Sacha Baron Cohen,
aka Borat.
And what else did she? She plays in lots of comedies, lots of rom-coms.
Yes,
and it is just it's so unlike stuff I watch.
It's stuff you normally wouldn't watch,
and it's so unlike stuff they play in. Really, it's kind of a borderline rom-com mixed with serious, mixed with horror kind of vibes. It's so weird, but it sucks you in.
So I told you I had been like stalking the preview, and then I went to tell you to watch it. You're like, guess what I'm watching? I'm like, okay, it's meant to be. Oh, on Peacock, have you watched Based on a True Story?
I started it, and then
I got sucked in.
I kind of wasn't.
I got sucked in, and the guy, the serial killer, shit, he's hot. He is so hot.
Was that the guy on the beach?
Yeah,
is it him?
Yeah, it's him.
But I love the
main guy
I
already knew you were going to say it.
On Mindy, the Mindy Project, and also Julia and Julie, which is one of my favorites. Speaking of which, Julia, which was on HBO Max, the second season has launched. So if you guys were into that, that's on now. Okay. And I love that because never underestimate a middle-aged woman. So I that gives me all my feels right there. And speaking of Ted Lasso alums, which we talked about Hannah Waddington with her Christmas show, Keely.
Yes.
Who is Juno.
Yes. Her real name is Juno.
Yes. She is in this season's Fargo.
You told me about that. Yes.
That's on FX.
Yes.
And Fargo, I've watched a season or two, but I've not watched every single one. Each year, it's like they do, like Chris Rock was in it one year.
Yeah.
And then
FX does that. Because think about like the horror.
The horror, American horror.
Yes, story. Yeah. Where every season, it's the same show, but it's very different.
Yes. And with that one, they even do the same people, but they play different people roles. Yes. And it's just, so Fargo is kind of different, but she's in it this year along with John Hamm, who has been our sexiest man alive a time or two before. And
we love some Keely. But you said she was it was a very different role for her.
She's a badass in this one. It's
so for her.
She's sweet, and they're set in Minnesota. Part of it is in Fargo, but part of it's in Minnesota. And it's kind of that Midwestern nice sweet. So she's on one hand she's like that, but she's a badass. Okay. So it's really cool, really different role for her.
And that's FX, right?
That's FX.
Okay. I have another Peacock. I don't know if you have any more Peacocks.
No, I'm done with
I have a Peacock.
Do you? What else?
It's called Killing It. So it's it's quirky.
Who's in it?
He's on The Office, the black guy. I need to look up his name. But anyway, the girl, I don't know her, the main character, but basically...
It's a crime? Is it a crime thing?
No. Oh. So this is so unlikely because if you know me, you know that I'm not... Craig Robinson, that's his real name.
Okay.
Or no, that's his name on the show. I'm sorry. That's his name on the show. I got to look up his real name. But anyway, to the point, they're an unlikely duo. He calls an Uber, and this lady pulls up in this raggedy ass, like, old Ford Taurus, and she's like, "Hi, this is my Mercedes. Are you ready to get in?" And he's like, "Jillian G, that's me." And so she's here on a green card, and she does the craziest fucking odd jobs. Like she does TaskRabbit and Uber and Instacart. And
is it okay? This is a scripted show.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Okay. And so
like, is this a reality?
Your face is like, what? Okay. So it's kind of like playful and it's a little thrilling, but they become snake hunters.
What is that?
Exactly what I said. They're snake hunters. So it's based in Florida. The python problem is like outrageous, right? So if you kill these huge like Burmese pythons and stuff, you get paid for it because they've like overrun the area.
Oh my God.
And so
how do you kill them? With what?
All kinds of shit. Like that's your face. God. So that's the funny part. It is.
So how does he get hooked up into doing that?
So basically she's Ubering him and she's like, "Do you mind if I pull over?" She's like this weird Australian accent. So she pulls over and she's like killing the snake. And he's like, "What the fuck, Jillian G?" Like, it's like, what the fuck? And she's like, "Oh, I'm going hammering. I have to kill the snake to get money."
That's her side hustle.
That's her side hustle. So she gets back in and she's like, "Could you skid over?" He's like, "Fuck no. I'm not."
Pays you? The government?
The government. So they turn them in. So they end up making $20,000. And so the whole thing, it's
yet another reason not to move to Florida.
Yet another fucking reason.
OMG. I did see something about how
it's so
the snake
funny.
population was really growing, but I didn't, you know.
Now he was Daryl on The Office.
Will keep me in Texas,
baby. We got it bad enough here.
Because Louisiana,
ooh, honey,
those nutria, swamp rat thing, and the rats in Chicago kind of were like
they're big.
Had me kind of feeling.
When I was in DC, I saw a rat and was like, you know what?
Because you walk everywhere. Yes. And so we were walking at night,
you go to New York,
and they're there in the alleys and stuff. And y'all, I'm just not down
we have these in Texas, but I went fishing in Louisiana. This was years ago. And I'm thinking I've caught the biggest fish of my life, right? Fucking alligator gar. So I lost like a $200 pole because I'm like, oh, dang. And my dad's like, get your pole. So then he's like, reach in the water. No, bitch. No. I'm not reaching in the water.
He's got it.
It's his. It's for the streets. I can't do this. And so my dad's looking at him. He's like, you just let the goddamn pole go. Sir, what the fuck was that monster?
It's me or the pole.
And so I kept screaming, it's a crocodile. He's like, it's an alligator gar. I'm like, if the word alligator's in it, I'm fucking done.
He can bite.
And y'all know my dad is just the sweetest country man you'll ever meet. And I was just like, no, I don't. Take me back.
Yeah, I don't do wild.
And I'm real outdoorsy. That's my shit. Girl, I sat in that boat and that was it. I didn't listen to music. No. I just sat there. I said, I'm done.
I could live somewhere where there was no nature.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh, you are so.
I could.
You're so hotel. No.
Okay. I have one. This is on.
What's this on?
What is this on? It might be Peacock. This is Peacock, I think.
What's it called?
Genie.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I watched
it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It was so stinking cute.
It was so
okay, cute. Melissa McCarthy
is a fool.
Love.
She's a fool.
We just love her.
Genie is on Peacock.
Did you know there was nobody else that I recognized?
No, but the main guy was doing it for me.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, the accent.
No.
But the girl, the one that played his wife, she plays on The Gilded Age, which is on Max. And season 2 has started on The Gilded Age. So that's another give you your Bridgerton sex thing. But gorgeous costumes, gorgeous sets. So if that's your jam and no sex, you could watch that. But the girl, the wife on that is there. So there's her connection. But Jeannie is adorable.
It is.
I'm trying to think, was there anything that kids couldn't see? There might have been a couple cuss words.
That's it.
I mean, a couple cuss words.
If you're listening to us, your kids have heard words.
They probably have. But I'm thinking your kids, especially older elementary and it was junior high, totally fine.
Yeah, totally funny.
So it could be a family thing.
Yes.
And newsflash, Unprisoned. Season 2 has been green lighted. We don't know.
We don't know dates yet, but it's official.
Coming.
And
we hoped for that, didn't we?
Yes.
Because they did have some
the
loose
way
ends.
It ended, there were some loose ends, and I wanted to see it. Yeah, Jeannie was good. I'm super excited about Unprisoned. So I have a Netflix Christmas one for you guys. And this is fair for all ages. There's a few little, innuendos, but nothing big. It's called Best Christmas Ever. And I'm not special, y'all. I paused because there's periods between each word. So it has Brandy. So if you...
It was very cute.
It was cute.
I don't remember anything.
No, there was nothing.
I don't even think they cussed in that one.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, this is totally family friendly.
Girl, when she said, well, don't you find me attractive? And her husband was like, no. Remember they were sitting there and they find each other attractive. Yes. Don't you find me attractive? No. I was like, oh, okay.
It was very cute.
It was cute. It was cute. Really it was Christmassy. Cute. I think it was
had
good.
Some good messages about.
It did have some great messages.
Thinking that people.
Ooh,
what's a word? Like being jealous or envious of people.
Thinking that the grass is greener.
Right.
Now that part really spoke to everyday lives, and especially around the holidays, where people go into debt, trying to look a certain way, trying to buy certain gifts. If you know me. Just buy me a Starbucks gift card. I'm cheap. You can give me $5. I'll pay for the rest. She's good.
So easy.
Don't go broke. So easy. Don't go broke trying to impress me. Just keep your word and buy me a little coffee.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was cute.
It was really
very
cute. I liked that one.
Good message. Great family
thing.
And especially with so much social media, it kind of spoke to that to me, even though it really wasn't talking about social media, but I kind of projected it onto social media.
But it kind
of thinking like, oh, wow, look at them. Look at their house. Look at their car. Look at their whatever. And you're thinking, their life is a certain way.
Yes.
And it's not always what it appears. Yeah. So it was a good message in that.
I had one. It's anime, so I know you're not gonna.
Okay.
You still owe me, don't you?
I do.
There's
another Spider-Man, isn't it?
That's not. That's
not anime. It's animated.
But it isn't. Okay, well, for anyone that loves me enough to watch anime, I'm giving Lisa an eye. So someone told me about Record of Ragnarok, and I really like it. So if you like Greek gods, if you like a female savior type of thing, that's your jam. Lisa still owes me.
Oh, you guys.
You still owe me. Which one was it? Was it Intergalactic?
Probably.
You know what? When we wrap Christmas gifts, we're fucking.
We'll put it on. We'll put it on.
It's an hour and 34 minutes.
I did watch the one with Ludacris. It was a Christmas one on Disney.
Did you watch it?
It did. I fell asleep.
No,
I did, but not because of him, and not even because of the show.
The sex is boring. Y'all.
There is no. It's very. It's very G. It's Disney.
Oh, is it?
It's very G. So if you're looking for something to watch with your kids and that has a little cool factor, you know how like elementary kids, they want to be cool and they want to be hard. This would kind of give you that without being that. Because it's very, there's nothing.
Okay.
So, I did kind of fall asleep. It just didn't.
You need a little more spice.
You don't have littles.
Kids. You don't. I mean,
but it was cute. What I saw was
so
cute.
I should watch it with the kids.
Yes.
And this is. I feel like
cute.
This is kind of the intersection. This is the crossroad. That's my favorite part of us because you don't have kids, y'all. Lisa's house is so clean. It's not even like where she puts something down. That's where the fuck it's gonna be. If I put something down. There's no telling.
I like it.
But
it wasn't like that when my kids were, and when my grandkids come over, it's not like that. I mean, they're like, they're like little tornadoes.
Well, you have a lot of grandkids.
They're like, well, even when a couple come over, it's like, but I mean, that's what kids do, and that's okay. That's how it is. But I used to do that with my kids when we went to an animated show I would fall asleep. That's
because you know what? That's the time you get to take a nap.
Me. Isn't that awful? Like I just need more.
Not really.
I need Bridgerton.
Listen, that's what I need.
This little Disney.
Wait, Bridgerton. Speaking of which,
it should be coming on, shouldn't it?
It was coming soon, but let me. So, guys, I'm proud mom moment. My baby is such a good reader, and I was not a strong reader. I really had to work at it. And like in college, every break, I would read my books for the next semester because I used to be a very slow reader. So the fact that she is like good with phonetics, sounds it out. I mean, mommy is like super proud, right? So I'm reading a book and y'all know I like a little ratchet and a lot of sex. So I'm reading a book on my phone.
Oh my gosh.
So Scarlett's sitting next to me. She has my iPad. I don't let her use it. It's not good. I don't let her use it unless I'm there. So she's looking at her lunchbox videos, which, you know, that's her jam and I need to do some more of them. And she's like, she's like, Mommy, I'm trying, but I don't understand this word. I'm like, oh baby, what is it? I'm thinking she's reading the lunchbox shit. So I'm like, okay. Mommy, what does it mean that it was stellar sex? I was like, what? And then I realized that stellar sex.
Is that a thing? Do I not know what that is?
The description was, if you could describe it, in the book, they were talking about how good the sex was. The chick had been celibate for a while, da 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 da. So Scarlett's read the whole thing. So she's reading as I'm reading.
Because I'm going back thinking, okay, is this a new thing that I don't know about?
No, this isn't anything new. So Scarlett was like, she's grading the fucking sex, y'all.
Okay.
First off, my daughter just turned 6. We're driving by a billboard headed towards your house. Well, and she said, Mommy, what is penis enlargement? And I was like, What?
Not sure.
And so then, you know, my son, penis. Mommy, is a penis a dick? I'm like, okay, we're just.
Was that on the billboard?
Penis enlargement.
Really?
And then it says something about girth. And so now Scarlett's new thing is, Mommy, that has a lot of girth. It's sickening. It bothers me. And so, but when you said the Disney thing, you know, I have to keep everything like G-rated with my kids because they're very, very, very smart.
I mean, and
But
we wanted to do that.
So now, like for Thanksgiving, she's like, Mommy, that can has more girth than your bottle. And I'm like, why the fuck do you know this?
Just so she understands what that is. She's letting you know.
I want to pretend she doesn't.
How funny.
Oh, I took her to her dad and I was like, just so you know, we were near Forest off, 75, and there's the billboard. He's like, the sex shop? I'm like, no, the penis enlargement. He's like, oh shit. I was like, so yeah, they're yours. And you may want to explain this. He was like, do I have to? I was like, I think you're the one with a penis in this situation. I think you should probably be the one.
We're not going to talk about that today.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
It's bad.
Up next, our picks for the most stupendous merchandise and total wows. But first, a message from our sponsors.
Okay, so this is like week 2 or 3 with my Magic Mind, and it's doing it for me.
Yes.
So the thing, okay, for me...
We have a new sponsor, y'all.
Oh, we do have a new sponsor, guys.
And we love them.
And it doesn't have to be refrigerated for me. It's a quickie shot. By now, we've posted it. You've seen it. It's like barely the size of my hand. But did you know that it has caffeine? And it elevates like kind of mental clarity. I feel like that's my favorite part.
Yes. And it has ashwagandha and turmeric.
Yes.
So ashwagandha has really helped me with menopausal symptoms.
I think that's so cool because, mine, I do it for anxiety. So I was like, oh, I like that this is like a 2-part.
And stress. And turmeric is good for achy joints and things.
Yes, now that's what I do for.
That aspect is really good for me.
But it's kind of a threefer. Like, it has a little something for focus.
Yes.
Something for energy.
For
and then
immunity,
something to help you, for your immunity. And then
mood.
To help you de-stress, which is part of
your
mood.
All the things.
And I feel like if you're like me, you're doing a little bit of these anyway.
Yes.
Like, I do lion's mane mushroom coffee. And then I also do like vitamin B and I do matcha. So I feel like I was already doing all of these.
But this combines
combines it. It just fits in my purse.
Doesn't need refrigeration.
No. If I go walking, guys, I just put it in my little fanny pack.
Be good in a smoothie, I think.
And good with juice. It is good with juice as well. I like it. Now, I will tell you all this. According to other reviews, they said that for them it took like 5 to 10 days. I would say about 3 days for me, but I'm really self-aware. And again, because I already practiced, like, okay, I need this for focus. I need this for energy. Let me be mindful of the caffeine. I think I kind of already know what to look for, what it is that I'm looking for, but I love it. If you want to find our link, it will be under goodies on our highlights because Instagram is where everybody goes, and then we'll put it on the website too.
Yes, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Sprouts.
Yes, I love me some Sprouts, and that's where I grabbed mine actually before the Amazon package came. I got mine at Sprouts.
Yes.
So it's right there in their supplemental
we're
section.
In cold and flu season.
Yes.
So we're all trying to boost our immunity system. So this is a great way to do that.
And if you were like me and you're out of PTO days, this is how you get over your little afternoon slump. If you're stuck in the office. Yes. So if you use it, please email us. We want to know what you think of it. So you can tag us on Instagram at Are You Food for Coffee Podcast, or you can email us.
During hard times, it can get really difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to. Being alone with your thoughts can be an isolating feeling that can allow negativity to consume you.
This is why we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours.
Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. That's betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee.
Okay, so this week, Lisa, what you got? What did you find for us? Because the mascara was a win.
Okay, you guys, I am loving cold brew.
I picked something coffee too.
I am loving cold brew.
Me too.
Do you feel like cold brew has so much less acid?
It does. I don't care what anyone says. It does.
It does. You guys. It does.
And if y'all remember, we had the diabetes maven on. It's been a while back. She is who got me into cold brew. Because I was like, I don't want no cold coffee, but she got me into it.
It used to, not all the time, but some coffees, some brands, and you never know which ones.
Correct.
You know, like you could just be out and have it, and then you kind of get the irpy thing. Yes. But cold brew, and I guess it's the way they make it, it doesn't have that acid.
The acidity
so you
don't
get
lower.
The reflux. So I found a really cool, easy cold brew maker. Okay. Because you guys know I do not like machines and gadgets.
I don't either.
I don't.
Y'all know that.
So this is a very simple one, very inexpensive. It's under $20.
Whoa. Okay.
And it's like a mason jar.
Oh, I like.
It's like a big mason jar.
Y'all know I'm a hippie.
It's got the what do you call it? Kind of like in the Keurig, but a big one.
Okay.
When in the Keurig, when you put your own coffee, it's got that little.
So it kind of filters through type of thing.
So it's kind of like that, but bigger. So it kind of, is the size of the mason jar with a top.
Okay.
So you just put your coffee in there, do it, and you've got it.
So I didn't know you had a coffee thing, which just proves.
And it's on Amazon. We'll give a link.
Yeah, I'll put the link. So I picked, and I do love this, y'all, Black and Bold coffee. I've mentioned it before, the brand.
Yeah,
but they have coffee. Amazon, and right now, or as of lately, they have been doing videos on like different ways to use it.
Oh.
Girl, those recipes have been hitting. I was at home.
That would be a good one for the cold brew.
It is. There you go. Put that together.
Because you can use anything in
Yeah.
It's really the process.
It's the process that makes it what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am picking them again. And guys, they now have a 4-pack. I think it's on Amazon too, but they have a 4-pack of pre-made, like, little cans of coffee.
Oh,
girl.
Really? I didn't know that. So I like those cans.
I had a friend pick it up for me. They were out of town. They were like, hey, you mentioned this brand on the podcast. They had these cans. Ma'am, let me Cash App you.
Wow.
And she's like, don't worry about it.
Is it just black coffee?
No, it has
different ones?
Yeah, different ones. So, and then if you're like me, Lisa knows how to add the creamer, add the sugar. Y'all know I just drink black coffee, y'all. So I don't get fancy. I'm the manly one between the two. So I'm just like black coffee and a flannel shirt. So I like their flavors because I usually don't master them well, but between their videos and the cans, I'm living my best life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, loves, thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Part of the Boundless Audio Podcast Network.